Okay, welcome to one more video on clamping circuit. So let us, of course, as we discussed already in the previous clamping circuit videos. So this is one of the circuit where it is used to clamp the positive peak of the input voltage to a certain level. So in the previous cases, we have considered let the diode be an ideal diode. So let us now start considering a practical circuit. So this is an ideal circuit where we consider this diode as an ideal one, which is having no cut-in voltage. If you consider this as a typical diode, so let us assume that VD on, which is equal to around 0.6 volts as the voltage required for turning on this. Suppose if you assume that if there is an input voltage with the 10 volt peak as the value, of course, if you consider this as a time corresponding to 0 second, that is starting from t equal to 0, we know that the capacitor will start increasing along with this, and of course till 0.7 it will goes, it will be off, then from then it is keep on increasing. It will go to a voltage which is 10 minus zero point 0.6, which is equal to 9.4 volt. So once it reaches 9.4 volt, the diode turns off, and since diode turns off, there is no discharge path for this. The voltage across the capacitor will remain at 9.4 volt forever from this point of time. Since we are considering this as a typical diode, even though we consider this will never drop out, but it may so happen that the resistance, of course this diode will have some resistance even during negative half cycle. What might can happen is this slightly discharges, and then you can see it again charges to that 9.4, and then it is now again retained here. Suppose if I continue for one more cycle as 10 volt. So what might can happen is this will again slightly reduce to a smaller value, and it will again discharge. So it will discharge, charge. So this discharge is due to some resistance offered by this during the reverse bias condition. But in the practical case, we will certainly have some very high resistance connected across this, that can be in the order of hundreds of k. Assume that this is equal to 100 kilo ohm is a resistance which is connected as load. In such case, this 100 kilo ohm will come in parallel with this one whenever it is reverse bias. Of course, you may end up with some more discharge, and then it will again charge, and it will again discharge like this. So this is the capacitor voltage what you would have. We know that the output voltage as per the as per this KVL, you can write V in is equal to Vc plus V naught. So as we discussed in the previous case, since Vc, suppose if you assume that Vc is almost constant at 9.4, we want to get V naught is equal to V in minus Vc. Sorry, this is V in minus Vc. So since this is almost constant, so we will end up with a circuit which is, of course, let me write it for once it becomes a steady state, the output voltage will look like. Suppose if I write it for cycles after first cycle, you can see this is how the waveform will look. The positive peak which is there at 10 volt at the input will be clamped to 0.6 volts. So in this particular circuit, the positive peak of the input voltage is clamped to VD on. VD on. This is what will happen. Suppose if I want to clamp the negative peak to minus V gamma, so the circuit would be something like this. So in this modified circuit, let me just consider this circuit now. If I consider this circuit, then you again consider R, which is of maybe larger resistance. This is now of course, if you can see here the capacitor voltage which has to 9.4 volts. In this particular case, of course, if you try to analyze, this will be your input waveform. is your input waveform. Okay, let me write it for once the output voltage settles down. And if you see the output voltage will be something like this. So where this negative peak will be clamped to minus V gamma. You can see now, you can just do it like this. It goes like this. So this will go up like this. So suppose we assume that this is 10 volt and this is minus 10 volt. This minus 10 will be minus 0.7, whereas this would be, okay, maybe 19 point, not 0.7, assume it as minus 0.6, it will be 19.4 volts. So this is up by 9.4 volts. So this is a case where you are having the negative peak is clamped to V gamma. If we can actually measure what is the capacitor voltage will be minus 9.4 volts. So this will be holding minus 9.4 volts. Suppose if you want to clamp the positive peak of the input voltage to some positive level, so what you can do is, so let me write different variants of this particular circuit. So what I'll do is, there are basically 6 different circuits in this clamping wave clamping circuits. I will just write this way. This is first one. Okay, let me write this as first one, this as second one. If I write this as third one, where you have a resistance which is where you have a reference voltage which is positive here. This is V in, this is V naught here, grounded. Again you have a capacitor, you again have the diode, but you have a negative reference. Then you put a very high resistance, R is equal to 100k. This is 100k. This is again V naught. This is grounded. V reference. You can see this is negative. This is now positive. This is fourth circuit. You can see 1, 3, 4 are of similar type. Only thing is that, so it is, you can see the diode direction is same, P here and then N down here. Here you have a positive reference voltage. Here you have a negative reference voltage. For this, we know that the positive peak is clamped to V gamma, because this is V gamma here, and here what happens is the positive peak will be clamped to, assume that, okay, your input voltage is exactly like this. This is your input voltage. The output voltage will look like this. Now this positive peak will be clamped to a voltage which is equal to this voltage is actually V reference plus VD on. So V reference plus VD on is the clamped voltage. This is how it happens for this particular circuit. If this is my input voltage, the positive peak will be clamped to VD on minus V reference. Assume that in this case, if VD on is equal to 0.6, if V reference is equal to 4 volt, if this is 10 volt, from here to here it would be 4.6 volts. In the same lines, if this is 4 volt and if it is 0.6 volt, this is again 10 volt. So this positive peak will be clamped to a level which is now negative. So this voltage, this level will be VD on a 0.6 minus 4, which is now minus 3.4 volt. So this level will be minus 3.4. So it is not that, okay, 4 plus 0.6, it is not minus 4.6, but it will be minus 3.4 will be the clamped voltage. The positive peak is clamped to some negative reference. The positive peak is clamped to the positive reference. The positive peak is clamped to V gamma. So you can see the orientation of the diode is same in all the three circuit. This is down here, down here, down here, that is looking towards ground. You don't have a reference voltage, you have a V reference which is positive. So along with this VD on plus some voltage is added. So if you assume that this is 4 volt, this is 4 volt, it is 4 plus 0.6, it will add up and you'll end up with 4.6 as the clamping voltage. Here it is the same 4 volt and it is 0.6. Since it is plus minus and minus plus, they'll go to, of course, algebraic sum happens to be minus 3.6, sorry, minus 3.4. That's why the positive peak is clamped to minus 3.4 volts. So here, suppose in this case the capacitor voltage is just 9.9 this is 9.4 volt, and here it is how much is the voltage? It is 10 minus how much, 4.6 volts will be the capacitor voltage. Here it would be, of course, you can actually find out how much will be the voltage. So here it would be, so how much is the voltage? Now it will be in terms of negative voltage, it will be minus. So we can actually do a simulation, then try to find out what will be the capacitor voltage over here. And of course, we'll just verify what are the capacitor voltages that we're going to get here. So if you can actually find out this, it is 10 minus of 0.6 minus of minus 4, which will be 4 volt here. So you will end up with that much as the voltage. So you can actually verify how much is this voltage is. So it would be, so it is, we'll just find out how much will be the voltage. Okay, if we can find this, it will be how much? It is 13.4 volt. 13.4 will be the voltage. Okay, let me just go there and then try to find out how much. Let us do the simulation. Okay, this is for the first circuit where you have a diode here. Okay, let me add a resistor here. Let me add a resistor. If I add a resistor here, make the connection. Let me make it equal to 100k. Do the simulation. If you see from this point, if you click, take one at this point and then you take the other one on the output. Let me just change the color of this one. Let's change the color of this. This is red now. Okay, now I'll just move this into the peak. We can see here one is at 9.9, other is at almost 0.66. The output is clamped to 0.66, that is positive peak of the output is clamped to 0.667 volt, whereas our input is at 10 volt. Now what we'll do, this is what the positive peak is clamped to V gamma, which is exactly this one, so positive peak is clamped to V gamma, which is 0.66 in the simulation. You can also see what is the capacitor voltage. You can see what is the capacitor voltage, which is now, you can see now it is, if you just look at the blue one, let me change the color of this, okay, maybe this one. You can see the voltage is almost 9.4 volts, 9.34. So this is the capacitor voltage. It's almost, sorry, not this one, it is this, because the capacitor is discharging slightly. You can see it slightly goes down. You can just clearly observe that decaying. First, let me just take out this and this. Let me just take out these two. Oh, sorry. Let me add this and this. You can see this is reducing. Of course, since you are looking alone, you can see this is look like, okay, it's a huge discharge, but if you see along with this output voltage, you can see it's a very small discharge. Can you see here? It is discharging by a very small amount. From this is again charging, you can see this is discharging because of that 100k raised to that what you connected. Okay, let us go back to the circuit and then insert some DC voltage and then try to find out, okay, how does that going to change the. Okay, let me just put it down here. Let me have a battery. Let me have a battery here. This is Let me take a miscellaneous in that battery. I will take it and then insert it here. Let me have a voltage which is positive. So I'm applying 2 volt, 2 plus 0.6 or 0.7. It should be clamped to 2.7 volts. Let me just save and run. If you can see here, you can also take the, of course you can certainly verify what is the capacitor voltage. Capacitor voltage is now charged to, you can see it is 7.3 volt. So it's actually okay. Let me just do it for 4 itself, because in the example we taken it as 4 here. Let me just do it with 4 itself. Okay, this is 4 volts. Just have a look at the capacitor voltage. The capacitor voltage is almost at 5.3 volt or 5.4 volts. As per this, we are supposed to have 10 minus 4.6, which is 5.4 volts. This is 5.4 volt. This is the voltage that capacitor will hold for almost the entire period. Because of this capacitor, for this resistor, this slightly reduces. Otherwise, it is 10 minus 4.6, which is 5.4 volt, which will be held almost constant here. Can you see it's almost constant? This is almost 5.3 to 5.4 volts. And this is the output voltage. If you can actually see what is the output voltage, put it in a different color. Sorry, let me put it red. This positive peak will be now climbed to, of course you see from the second cycle onwards. Let me just put it on this. You can see now it is climbed to 4.6 volts. You can see it's almost 4.6 and 4.67 volts. This is the example for positive peak, which was there at 10, has been climbed to 4.6 volts. Suppose if I reverse the diode, sorry, if I reverse the polarity of my battery, let me just go back and then see it again. What I'll do, I will reverse the diode connection, sorry, not the diode connection, battery connection. So I have reversed it and then made again 4 volts. Let me save it and run. See now the capacitor voltage, which was supposed to be 13.4, as per this it is 10 minus of this, actually something like this. Here we wrote it is 10 minus, okay, sorry, the VC is equal to V in peak minus VD on plus V reference. This is a general expression. So peak voltage is here 10 volt minus 0.6 and this is 4 volt. So that's why this was coming out to be 5.4 volts. On the same lines, in this case it is VP is again 10 volt, 10 minus VD on is 0.6, but V reference is now minus 4. Make it as minus 4. This comes out to be 10 minus, of course this will become plus, it is 3.4, which is 13.4 volts. So that's what I wrote earlier. Let us see what is the voltage that we are getting. Can you see the voltage is almost 13.3 volt or 13.4 volts. You can see this is the capacitor voltage. If you see the output voltage, so as per this, the output voltage should be clamped at minus 3.4 volts. Because why it is minus 3.4 is this 10 will be now clamped to 0.6 minus of 4 volts, because this is minus of 4 volt. The clamping position now is equal to VD on minus V reference, Of course, you can write it as minus V reference or plus the V reference voltage. Now it is 0.6. What is the reference voltage? It is actually minus 4.6. Now, sorry, minus 4 volt. It is now minus 3.4 volts. So this is the voltage that you are actually getting here. Suppose if you take it as VD on minus V reference, you simply substitute 4 volt itself. If you are writing it as plus V reference, substitute the entire negative voltage. That's what you can see here also. If you just bring it on this output, see where does the positive peak is. Positive peak is almost there at minus 3.4 volts, minus 3.3 volt. So this way we can able to get different voltages. Okay, what I'll do is let me just sweep this for different okay, of course let me just do it for reversing the diode. Suppose if I reverse the diode, if I make this voltage as 0, if I make the voltage 0 and then reverse the polarity of this device, that is this diode. Let me take this diode, reverse it, and then put it like this. Let me just pull it down. This. Okay, this is my diode. Since I made it equal to 0, this is equivalent to this circuit. This is equivalent to this circuit where even though I have a battery, but that battery is made as 0 volt. So this should result in negative peak clamp to minus V gamma. So let me just save this and run again. Just concentrate on where is the negative peak. This is my negative peak. This negative peak is now clamped down to minus V gamma. See here, this is going to minus 0.6. Can you see this is now almost minus 0.6 or minus 0.7 volt. The capacitor voltage is now charged to minus 9.4. Can you see this is almost where is that? Okay, I need to bring it on this. You can see this is almost minus 9.4. Just see this one. I have to move it on to this. Can you see here? This is minus 9.4. Here, this is the capacitor voltage, which is 9.3 or 9.4 volts, depending on what is your VD on. You can see this is the capacitor voltage. So that's what we discussed here. So let me just go back to my schematic and then show you here. Can you see this is minus 9.4 the capacitor voltage? This is the capacitor voltage, which is minus 9.4 volts. Now we will have two more such variations with the diode in this direction. Let me put a V reference which is positive here. So let us take it as V reference, which is again 4 volt. Let me have a capacitor. This will result in, let us take R is equal to 100k. Why we are taking very large values? If you take a lesser value, the capacitor voltage which was discharging will discharge too much. So let me just go back to this and then say it here. So maybe let me just do it for the other circuit. Let me just do it for, okay, let me just do it for this. Let us make this 0 initially. I am just trying to show you, okay, if the value of resistance instead of 100k, if it becomes 100 ohm, what happens? Okay, if it is 100k, let me just save it and run. Can you see the capacitor voltage is almost at 9.4 volt? This is what is 9.4, almost constant throughout the, you can see it's almost 9.2, 9.3 volts. Suppose if I make this resistance simply 100 ohm, if I make it less, just see the difference. Can you see the capacitor is, this is your capacitor voltage, capacitor discharging like anything. So it is because when the diode is off, the capacitor is discharging through that resistance, so which should not happen. So I should not make it very less. What I'll do is, instead of making it 100 ohm, let me make it maybe 5k and then show you the difference. Okay, let me make it 5k. Can you see when I make it 5k, it is discharging to some extent and it's again going high, it's again discharging, it's again charging, it's again discharging. This should not happen. If this happens, you can see the output voltage, which was supposed to be a sinusoidal, now it is becoming, okay, non-sinusoidal. If you want to have a perfect sine wave to be clamped down to V gamma, this capacitor voltage should remain almost constant. That will happen if the resistance of this, if the resistance value is very high. If it is 100k, you can see this shape will also be pakka. You can see this shape is almost sinusoidal even at the peak. So this way we have to have this resistance value as high as possible in terms of 100k, 220k, or even larger values. Let us see what happens in this particular case. This V0, the capacitor voltage, sorry, this is your input voltage, which is purely sinusoidal. What does this will say is the negative peak is clamped to some positive reference voltage. So this is your negative peak will be now clamped to a positive reference voltage. Now you can see it happens this way. Now it is clamped. This is your negative peak has been clamped to a voltage which is positive. This voltage is now V reference or VD. Okay, let me write it as this voltage is minus VD on plus V reference. Minus VD on plus V reference, because it is minus plus, again plus minus, because this is VD on. Suppose if it is minus 0.6, if it is 4 volt, this will be clamped to 3.4 volts. It will be clamped to 3.4 volt. Let me just go back to simulation and then try to see what is the voltage there. Let me just go back here. Let me get this. Okay, I will reverse the diode. F7. I will hold it. Control R twice. I will connect it here. This. Let me make this also reversed. I will make it F7 again. Control R twice. This is rotated. Let me make it as 4 volt. So now it should clamp the negative peak to 3.4 volts. Let me save it and run. See, now this is my red is the output voltage. If you carefully see, this is clamped to 3.3 volts. Simultaneously, if you see the capacitor voltage is now, it's at minus 13 volt. Okay, we know that when the capacitor voltage was here, in this case it was, you can just see, have a look at it. The capacitor voltage is minus 9.4. Minus 9, of course, how did you get minus 9.4 is VC was equal to minus of V in plus VD on plus VD on. So this was like, okay, minus 10 plus of 0.6, which was minus 9.4. For this particular case, VC is equal to minus V in. Okay, minus V in. So if you see here, it was plus VD on and then minus what is this? V reference. So it is minus 10 plus 0.6 minus 4, which happens to be minus 13.4 volts. That's what is, sorry, that's what is here. Can you see it is almost minus 13 point? Okay, let me just show it here. Is it minus 13.4 or minus 13.3 volt? This is the voltage that it is across the capacitor. Most importantly, see here, this circuit will result in negative peak clamped to positive voltage. To what voltage it is clamped? It is V reference minus V gamma. V reference is 4, minus of 0.6 is almost 3.4. Suppose if I reverse the voltage, instead of reversing, let me make it minus 4 here directly. So now the negative peak is clamped to minus 4.6 volts, and the capacitor voltage will be 10 minus 4.6, that will be 5.4 volt or minus 5.4 volts. Let me save this and then run. Just have a look at the negative peak. Negative peak is now clamped to, you can just see here, this negative peak is clamped to some negative voltage, because you can see this is minus 4. So that voltage is minus, the negative peak is now clamped to minus 4.6. Just have a look at this. You can just see where it is clamped to. You see now it is minus 4.6. It's actually minus 0.6 plus of minus 4, which is minus 4.6. If you see the capacitor voltage, capacitor voltage is, what will be the capacitor voltage? Capacitor voltage is instead of 10, okay, what will be the capacitor voltage? You can just have a look at it. Let me just put it on this. Can you see the capacitor voltage is now minus 5. Of course it would have been minus 5.4. You are almost there at minus 5.24 volts. So how you are getting it as minus 5.4 is, it is 10, of course, minus of 10 plus of 0.6 plus of 0.4. So it is now minus 10 plus of 4.6, which is minus 5.4. So we have this as this is V in minus V in plus of the V reference plus sorry, this is 4 volt. This is 4 also. This is 4 volt. So this is 4.6 minus 10 plus of 4.6 minus 5.4 volts. So basically we have 6 different combination of circuits. Suppose if I make a summary of all those things, the first circuit would be something like this. Okay, sorry, let me write the capacitor here. What is this? This is positive peak clamped to 0 volt or VD on plus VD on. This is 0 volt ideally. This is V in, this is V naught, grounded. Again you have the next circuit. This is again the same positive peak clamped to a positive reference voltage. This is V naught. So positive peak to positive reference. Suppose if it is 4 volt, it is 4 plus 0.6. So this is the clamped voltage. What is clamped? Positive peak is clamped there. This is V in. If you consider the next circuit, this is again the same positive peak, but it is clamped to a negative voltage. To what voltage that positive peak is clamped? Peak is clamped to some negative V reference plus VD on. That is minus 4 plus 0.6. It is now minus 3.4 volt. Here it was 4.6 volt. On the same lines, if you write it for something like this, negative peak of the input voltage is clamped to 0 volt or minus VD on. It is now clamped to minus 0.6 volts. Here the negative peak is clamped to positive reference. Suppose if it is 4 volt and where it is clamped now 4, because this is 4 and this is minus plus, this will be okay, plus 4, this will be clamped to 3.4 volts. What is clamped? Negative peak is clamped to 3.4 volts, because here you can see the negative peak is clamped to some positive voltage. In this case again the negative peak is clamped to some negative voltage. You can see this 4 is subtracting 0.6, that's why it is 3.4. now because they were in opposite polarity, now it is minus plus and minus plus. If it is 4 volt, negative peak is clamped to minus 4 minus 0.6, which is minus 4.6, so it will be clamped to minus 4.6. in these three circuits, see the diode direction is like this. It is negative peak is clamped to 0 volt or VD on, reference minus VD on. This is reference and the VD on, so it's negative. In this case, see the diode direction is same. Positive peak clamped to VD on, positive peak clamped to VD on plus V reference. Positive peak is clamped to V reference, sorry, VD on minus V reference, VD on minus V reference. So these are the three major circuits that you can think of having in terms of clamping circuits.